baseball fans, and welcome. Major League Baseball on tap. It's the San Diego Padres going up against the New York Mets. First pitch coming at you right after the break. So just about set. Today's starting pitcher, David Peterson. Chris, what should we keep an eye on here with him?
It's always interesting to see how he utilizes all of his pitches and how many of those he has a good feel for on that given day. When he's right, he's really able to keep hitters guessing, and all of his stuff seems to be coming out of the same arm slot, the same tunnel, and that can make life very difficult on his opponents.
Fernando Tatis Jr. to hit here. Tatis waits. And that one almost hit him.
First pitch strike from the pitcher, but then no panic at all by the hitter. Very patient, showing good discipline. Now he's in the driver's seat with the 3-1 count. Pretty easy walk right there. Last pitch wasn't even much to think about.
Luis Ariz stands in. Next offered in there for a strike. And that's strike two.
He might want to steal second in this spot, but he's dealing with a catcher that has one of the best pop times in the game. He needs to pick his spot very wisely.
Here comes Manny Machado. Delivers a pitch in for a strike at 95. And a breaking ball misses outside. Tatis at first, one gone. Strike three, and that's two in a row. Here's Gavin Sheets now, left-hand bat. Ground ball up the middle. Handles, throws to first. They don't come much closer than that. Bang, bang play to end the inning. Back here in Queens, on the hill here today, Stephen Kolek. What do you have on him?
He's a guy that's going to come right after hitters. I mean, he's not trying to fool them. He's going to pitch the contacts, not worry about it. He trusts his defense behind him, and he's not going to mess around with a whole bunch of different offerings. Only 3 pitches in the repertoire, so he knows he'll have to work in all 3 effectively and probably pitch backwards sometimes just to make sure this lineup isn't picking up on too many patterns.
And the batter will be the shortstop, Francisco Lindor. The pitch. And a swing and a miss.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Down to the dirt, swing and a miss. Maldonado collects, fires to first. Got him. 1 away on the strikeout.
Just not a good pitch to swing at. One reason he's an everyday player is he usually lays off of that junk.
And now it's Juan Soto. Just missed. Kolek, he's the kind of starter that a lot of pitching coaches and managers as well really appreciate. Not a guy who's going to get himself into trouble by dancing around, by walking guys. 1 out, bases empty. Struck him out swinging. Couldn't catch up to the heater. Here's Pete Alonso.
Yeah, he throws strikes, and he's got the command, be in the zone, be effective, but just moving the ball around, getting the ball back from the catcher, Boog, and throwing the pitch.
It's an interesting thing when you consider limiting walks. Is it more important today because of how many home runs are being hit?
No doubt. Keeping players off the base paths with the way the swings and the launch angles are today, the emphasis of hitting home runs is so huge.
It tosses to first, and that's the 3rd out. All set for the start of the inning. Now it's going to be Xander Bogaerts. Liner, base hit. Man aboard on the leadoff single. Now here's Jake Cronenworth. Started to go at the 1-2. A check on it to third. Didn't go. On the ground, 2 ball. Takes it himself for 1. Not in time at first. It's a fielder's choice. Trenton Brooks getting ready to hit. Check swing, and he went. And the count 1-2.
Well, maybe approaching this at bat with a bit too much determination. Sometimes you just got to let the game come to you.
Brandon Lockridge, the next up for the Padres.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
And a foul ball, he stays alive. 2 outs. And there's a ball.
2-2 to count.
Goes down looking. And welcome back to the ballpark. Bottom of the second. Here's the left fielder, Brandon Nimmo.
He's a bad ball hitter, so even if you get him to chase pitches outside the zone, he still might beat you. Not an easy out by any means.
Sharp grounder, that's through for a base hit. So a man on base to start the inning.
Back against the wall with 2 strikes, but found a way. Timing on the swing was good, able to shoot the ball up the middle. Didn't square it up as much as he probably would have liked, but that's a good approach, paying off.
A little out front there as he swings through it.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
Got him looking, that's a strikeout. And stepping in for New York, Brett Baty.
Ball 3.
And that is cut on and missed. That is strike 2. Gets the bunt down the right side. They put the tag on him, and he gets the job done. So the go-ahead run in scoring position. And here's the catcher, Francisco Alvarez. Swing and a miss. That's the sweeper.
Man, I mean, nice job.
Uh-oh, throw goes to second. Puts the tag on him, and that's the inning. Well, here we go. Top of the third, scoreless game. And here is Martin Maldonado. Swings through that one.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
Fans another, and that's 3 straight strikeouts. So the batting order turns over. Now it's Fernando Tatis Jr. Swings and misses. And it's 1-2.
2 strikes.
One down, base is empty. Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again. Swing and a ball lifted in the air. Soto gets under it. Makes the grab. And there's 2 away. Luis Arias digs in now. Top of the third, no score. Check swing, and he went. It's a ball and 2 strikes.
I wouldn't throw him another breaking ball. Try to go again with the fastball, slightly elevated. He just is having a hard time catching up.
Next pitch misses way outside. And they'll do it again. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. And that's 6 Ks for him in this one. And we're back. Here's the catcher, Francisco Alvarez. Misses the zone, and he gets him to chase.
Man, that was pretty gross right there.
This one high in the air to left center. Sheets sizes this one up, and it's caught for the out. Luis Angel Acuna, the next to hit. Here's a 1-1. This one chopped on the ground, but foul. Got him swinging. Tyrone Taylor up now for the Mets. Misses the sweeper.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
From Petco Park in downtown San Diego, we've got baseball on the show. It's the Milwaukee Brewers and the San Diego Padres. First pitch coming your way next. Just about ready to go. Today's starting pitcher, Nick Pivetta.
Well, that 12-6 curveball explodes out of the hand, and because he's able to throw the high fastball at the top of the strike zone for a strike, hitters commit to that pitch, and before they know it, they're swinging over the top of that curveball.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Hacks and misses. It's a strikeout. So digging in, Jackson Chourio. Strike 2. 1 out, bases empty.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Strike 3, and that's 2 in a row. Here's Yelich at the dish. 2 down, nobody on. Swing and a miss, and that one missed by. Welcome in, everybody. Glad you're with us. MLB The Show with a good one coming at you. It's the Boston Red Sox going up against the Kansas City Royals. And we'll be back with the first pitch right after this.
Kansas City Royals.
Just about to get underway, getting the nod on the mound, Seth Lugo. How about a scouting report on him?
Well, I'm interested to see how he utilizes his sinker to this lineup, Boog. You know, it's not necessarily his go-to primary pitch, but he does mix it in when he needs it. He's just got to make sure that it's not flat. Otherwise, it's going to get hit hard. So look for him to throw it up there when he needs a big double play, a ground ball, something like that to get out of an inning, change it up for a hitter. Also, get those hitters looking down so that it opens up the top of the strike zone, especially late in an at-bat.
Swing and a miss. And the count 1-2.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Way high.
2-2.
Got him looking. And now one away. Abraham Toro up next for the Red Sox. Swing and a miss. Ugly swing right there.
1-2.
That just misses. Now 2-2. That
Full
one
count.
almost got him. Strike 3, and that's 2 in a row. And here's the moment a lot of fans wanted to see. The top prospect in baseball comes to the plate for his major league debut. Roman Anthony. Next pitch, a
2-1.
slider that misses outside. 2 out, space is empty. And a swing and a miss.
Well, and those hitters count
2 balls, 2
sometimes
strikes.
can be a little too aggressive, and a good pitcher will play off of that. He's got to get a better pitch to hit.
Got him looking for the strikeout. And he strikes out the side in the first. Back here at Kauffman Stadium, our starter in this one, it's Walker Buehler. Chris, what are you looking for from him?
He has a great ability to command a game, Boog, but in order for that to happen today, he's got to limit damage, make smart pitches, and avoid big innings. If he were a golfer, we'd say he needs to avoid any double bogeys out there, and if he does, his scorecard is going to look pretty good at the end of the day.
So up now for Kansas City, Jonathan India. Buehler fires. And that's in the dirt.
3-1.
And that is out of play. And down on strikes he goes. 1 out. Now here's Bobby Witt Jr. And he swings through that one. 1 out, bases
1
empty.
ball, 2 strikes.
Goes down swinging for the strikeout. Throw over to Toro. And the home first moving along quickly today. 2 gone. 2 down, bases empty. Vinny Pasquantino steps in for the
2-1.
Royals. Not close with that one. And it's 2-1. On the corner for a strike. High fly ball out to left field. Duran settles under this one. Makes the grab, and that's the inning. Back here in Kansas City, second inning set to go. And stepping in for Boston, Carlos Narvaez. And a big swing and a miss.
1-2.
Make it 4 strikeouts in a row, just cruising along. Stepping in, Marcelo Meyer. Swings through that one for strike 2. Lugo, not a big strikeout guy, but still very effective as far as starting pitchers go. One of those guys that involves the defense and really gets him involved in the action. Another one. That's 5 straight strikeouts. 2 outs, base is empty. Trevor Story comes up to the plate. Swing and a miss. And he strikes out the side for the second time today. And welcome back to the ballpark. Bottom of the inning. Now it's the DH, Jack Caglione. Swing and a ground ball. Over to first. Out. 1 up, 1 down. And now Michael Garcia. 1 down, base is empty. That misses the zone, and a count 2-1. Swing and a miss as he was out front that time. In the dirt, Narvaez down to first with it. Out on the drop, third strike, 2 gone. And now it's Salvador Perez to the plate. Swing and a miss, struck him out. Top half of the 3rd inning, so stepping in for Boston, David Hamilton. In the dirt, 2-1. That one
3
missed.
balls, 1 strike.
And that one off the inside edge. You walked him. And that's their first base runner of the game. So up next, Ceddanne Rafaela. And a foul ball. And ball 4, 2 aboard.
He's making things difficult for himself right now out there on the mound, but you know his confidence should still be high enough to get out of this, but he's gonna have to buckle down right here.
Swing and a miss. Now 1-2.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
That's inside.
2 walks in the inning already, and he just doesn't seem comfortable out there. Like he can find the right.
And a swing and a miss. And that is a big first out. Now batting Jarren Duran.
I know we're still early in the stages of this game, but this at-bat has the potential of being a difference maker. You've got to stay calm in the box.
2-1.
Next pitch, not close, up high.
The last thing he wants is to hit the ball on the ground, but I wouldn't expect many pitches up in the zone. They'll be pitching for it.
Now this is through for a base hit. Here comes the throw. Runner holds at third, so just one across on the play.
Big swing of the bat right there to give him the lead. That was clutch. Not much to this one other than just a willingness to go the other way and put the ball in play. That's a team at bat right there. Nice job of staying back and letting the ball get deep.
And now it's going to be Abraham Toro. This one in the dirt. Count moves to 2-2 as the runners hold. Rafaela on third. Duran over at second with one down. That one not close. And now it's 3-2. Fouls it back with 2 strikes.
I wouldn't throw him another breaking ball. Try to go again with the fastball, slightly elevated. He just having a hard time catching up.
Cut out and miss, struck him out. Strikeout number 8. And now Roman Anthony laboring here, about to throw his 30th pitch of the inning. Swing and a miss.
1-2.
Good eye in that spot.
Man, oh man, I don't know how you take that pitch. That's as close as it gets.
Caught it, looking for the K. And we're back as we go to the last of the third. Here's Mark Canha. Buehler turns, kicks, fires. Swing and a foul out of play. Gets to it, on to first. Gets him. One away on a drop third strike. So digging in, Nick Lofton. Kicks and fires. Downstairs, and it misses, ball 4. And that's how they get their first base runner of the game. And now it's Kyle Isbell. That
2-1.
one misses. Ball 2. Squirts away a little bit. And ball 4, 2 aboard.
Maybe a little loss of focus on the mound right there. Pretty much gifted him first base with a quick free pass.
So the lineup flips over. Jonathan India at the plate. Next pitch is outside. Comes up empty. That's strike 2.
Threw that fastball right by him, slightly elevated. That's a confidence boost for this guy out there on the mound. See if he continues to climb the ladder.
Now a drag bunt, third base side. And that bunt goes foul. It's a strikeout. Next to hit, Bobby Witt Jr.
In the grand scheme of things, this at-bat might not feel important because it's early, but it could create a domino effect for things to come. Control what you can here and have a strong at-bat.
And a good eye there.
That's a really good take.
Can't connect on the curveball, struck him out. Back here at Kauffman Stadium, and now the catcher comes up to hit. Carlos Narvaez. That's down and in.
You know, these Red Sox showing great discipline at the plate, and patience definitely seems to be the name of their game in this one. He's only given up 1 run, but the starter's pitch count is starting to get up there, and that might be the best news yet for this offense.
2-2.
That's to third. Has some trouble with it. The throw is still in time, and they get it out of the play. So up next, Marcelo Meyer.
You know, sometimes all it takes is getting to the next arm before an offense does any damage, and that might be the case today.
And there's a ball. Gets a swing and a miss with the sweeper.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
Pitch
Ball
misses.
3.
Full count, 3
Full
and
count.
2. That's ball 4. Tried another fastball, but missed the spot. Man at first with 1 gone. Here's Trevor Story now. You talk about elite defensive players, especially in the middle of the diamond, and this guy is at the top of the list. Misses the zone for a ball. That was the sweeper.
Yeah, we go beyond just the fielding percentage and what it looks like, but the ability to have range and close holes that are normally there against an average defender. But this guy is special, and you can see it in his first step quickness.
He's there. He's got it. 2 down. Now here is David Hamilton. On the outside corner, going to count 1 and 2. Meyer, the runner at first with 2 gone. Cuts and misses. It's a strikeout. Ready to go, bottom 4. And to the plate for Kansas City, Vinny Pasquantino. Ball to strike. The pitch. Now 1 missed.
Well, these Royals, as this game goes on, have to be more disciplined at the plate. So many of their outs have come from weak contact on pitches they're chasing outside of the strike zone. You can't do much of anything with those locations, and that's been true again today.
That's off the inside corner. Ball 3.
And as a pitcher, when the hitters are swinging at everything, you feel no need to challenge inside the zone. You just keep working the corners and expanding that strike zone and beyond, and they just keep eating right out of your hand.
Now it'll be the cleanup hitter for the Royals, Jack Caglione.
Two-one.
The Royals still looking for their first hit in this one. Next offering in there for a strike. That's strike 2. And that's ruled a swing. It's a strikeout. Now the third baseman, Michael Garcia. Two outs. Up the middle. And it finds its way through for a hit.
To me, it's just a really controlled, balanced swing. He wasn't trying to do too much with it. Just stayed disciplined, got the barrel to the ball, and put it in play.
There's a strike.
He's pitching well, but not throwing a ton of first pitch strikes. Usually doesn't work out for success, but you can never predict baseball.
2-2.
Perez tries to hold up, appeal to first. He did not go around. And he couldn't hold back. He's rung up on strikes. We go to the top of the fifth, and stepping in for Boston, Cedar Rafaela. So they turn to their closer, Carlos Estevez.
Just trying to keep this one close here, and this is where a bullpen can give their players a chance to fight back into the game.
And there's a ball. That one way inside.
Full count.
That's a good at bat right there. He was down early in that plate appearance. Works the walk. And the batter now, Christian Campbell. And now 2-2.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
Swing and a miss, struck him out. Some high cheese for strike 3. Digging in, it's the speedy outfielder, Jarren Duran. Swing and a base hit. They fired in quickly, so it's first and second with only one away.
That's back-to-back singles for him. Nice job of driving that pitch the other way on a line. You know, hitters, they take so many reps in the cages working on going to the opposite field, and it doesn't always translate into the game, but right there it did, and he did it perfectly.
And strike 2.
When you throw a fastball by a guy like that, I imagine it's got to feel incredible.
Swings through it, and that's a strikeout. Roman Anthony up next for the Red Sox. Rafaela at second. Duran at first. 2 out of the inning. Now one missed. And that'll load the bases.
You get a walk, and you get a walk. Everyone gets a walk, Boog.
Carlos Narvaez up next for the Red Sox. Got him looking. And he's registered 3 Ks in this one. Back here in Kansas City, we head to the bottom of the 5th. Now the left fielder, Mark Canha. In there for a strike at the bottom of the zone. And that's ruled a swing. It's a strikeout. And next up for the Royals, Nick Lofton. The Royals down by a run. Last half of inning number 5. Fans another, and that's 3 straight strikeouts. So up now for Kansas City, Kyle Isbell. Check swing, went around. 1 and 2.
2 strikes.
And misses inside. And that's a strikeout looking. And he strikes out the side for the 2nd time today. And welcome back to the ballpark. Now at the plate, Marcelo Meyer. From Yankee Stadium in the Bronx, interleague baseball on MLB the Show. It's the San Diego Padres taking on the New York Yankees. All right, we'll be back to get this one started after this. Just a little bit away from first pitch, towing the slab in today's game, Carlos Rodon.
Try to stay back for that power changeup. Speed differential between the fastball and the changeup is huge. Hitters, they have a hard time staying back.
And the batter will be Fernando Tatis Jr.
Boog, Tatis is so athletic, he probably could have carved out a career in other sports if he wanted, but he grew up in a baseball family with baseball in his blood.
And now the count 1-2 after the swing and the miss. Swings through that, and it's a strikeout. And there's one down. Luis Ariz stands in. Hit in the air left field. Pulls it down and he makes the catch. 2 down. 2 down, base is empty. Here's Machado. Obviously a guy who makes good contact, hits for average, but one of the things in today's game, the value in the fact that he hits both righties and lefties. 2 down, nobody on. Swing and a miss as he chases that one darting out of the zone. They're so reliant on the matchups nowadays, Chris, and it's huge when you don't have to sit a guy or platoon him.
When you can hit.
And he got him. Strike 3, and that'll retire the side. Back here with my pal Singy, and on the hill, Nick Pivetta.
Well, he comes at hitters with a 5-pitch mix, so for him, it's always interesting to see how he utilizes those weapons. He may lean on 1 or 2 pitches depending on how things are going and how things are working, but if he can control 4 or even 5 of those offerings, look out, hitters. It's going to be a tough day. He's really going to be able to keep those guys off balance.
And now the center fielder, Trent Grisham. Pitch in the dirt, 2-1. And there's a ball.
1 strike.
Swing and a miss. Full count now.
Full count. 3-2.
That one ripped right center field. That's back there. And it is gone. He made him pay for that one. And they jump out front. It's 1-0. It's Aaron Judge now. Judge waits.
Always exciting to see a leadoff home run in an inning. Kind of gets the offense fired up, and you start to expect a big inning.
Swings and misses at the breaking ball in the dirt. Maldonado to first. In time to get him. One away in the strikeout. Here comes Cody Bellinger.
Well, maybe approaching this at bat with a bit too much determination. Sometimes you just got to let the game come to you.
Swing and a miss. He was late. Strike
ball,
2.
2 strikes.
Strike 3, and that's 2 in a row. And here is Giancarlo Stanton. There's a swing and a miss.
2. 1 ball, 2 strikes.
Next offering upstairs.
He really committed to that fastball up at the top of the zone. He knows that if he makes a mistake in the zone, it gets hit hard by a power guy like this. That's a nice miss right there.
The wind of the pitch. Fans another, and that's 3 straight strikeouts.
Look at me. I feel so powerful. Look at me. Look at me. He's swerving. I feel so powerful. Look at me. I am a boy.
Back in the Bronx, here's the left fielder, Gavin Sheets.
Gavin Sheets.
And a swing and a miss. That K is his 3rd of the game. And here comes Sander Bogarts. That one's in there. And a count 1 and 2.
2 strikes.
Swings and misses. Struck him out. Now here's Jake Cronenworth. Rodon ready. Here comes. Swing and a miss, and that's strike 2.
Fell off to a great start. He's really cruising out there on the mound. He's got a chance to get through these first 2 innings with under 20 pitches.
Make it 4 strikeouts in a row, just cruising along. Bottom half of inning number 2. And here's the first baseman, Paul Goldschmidt. Swing and a miss. And a count 1 and 2.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Got him swinging. Jazz Chisholm Jr. now. Swing and a miss. 1 and 2.
1 ball, 2 strikes. Inside ball.
1 out, bases empty. That missed by a lot. And now it's filled up 3 and 2. Another one. That's 5 straight strikeouts. 2 outs, bases empty. And now Anthony Volpe. The shortstop takes the ball.
2 balls, 1 strike.
That one fouled off. 2 and 2.
Instead of letting the hitter get his arms extended, tied him up a little bit, slightly up, slightly in.
Not close with that one. 3 and 2 now. Swings and misses. It's a strikeout. And he strikes out the side here in the 2nd. Here at New Yankee Stadium in the Bronx. And now the DH, Trenton Brooks. to you live from Southern California. MLB the Show has interleague action for you this afternoon. It's the Texas Rangers and the San Diego Padres. First pitch coming your way next. So just about set now. And on the mound in this one, Nick Pivetta. What should we keep an eye on here?
Anytime you have 5 pitches to work with on the mound, that repertoire can be a real weapon in terms of keeping hitters off balance, man. It's one of those things that I'm going to be looking for in this one. Does he have a feel for all of those pitches, or is he just able to get 1 or 2 over in the strike zone?
Inside, almost got him.
Straighten him up a little bit.
Sliced hard but foul. And a pitch. Swings through that one. It's a strikeout. And here's Corey Seager to hit. Ball 4, tried another curve but couldn't locate it. So a man at first. So next to hit for Texas, Wyatt Langford. Seager stands at first with 1 out. And that's off the inside edge. And it's 3-2. Hacks and misses. It's a strikeout. Here's Josh Young. 2 outs. And a swing and a miss there.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Cut on and missed, and it's a strikeout, and that is the inning. Back here at Petco Park, and getting to start, Jacob deGrom.
Power pitcher. He's going to speed you up with the fastball velocity, and out of his hand will explode the breaking ball. Very difficult for hitters to keep that front side closed and hit the ball the other way, because they know if they're not ready to pull the trigger, the fastball will beat them.
And the batter now, Fernando Tatis Jr. Outside low, and that's ball 2.
You got 2 balls, 1 strike.
Check swing, called strike.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
Got him swinging. And there's 1 away. Luis Ariz stands in. Outside to the breaking ball. Swing and a ground ball up the middle. That's a base hit. And the Padres have a man aboard with 1 out.
Just kept it simple. Played pepper with the middle of the infield and took it back where it came from, and there's just no one there to knock it down.
Manny Machado coming to the plate.
More home runs for the Padres franchise than Manny Machado.
Simeon makes the play. 2 away now. Here's Gavin Sheets now, left-hand bat. Swing and a miss. And that is strike 2.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Grounds 1 to short. They get the force. That's the 3rd out. Inning over. Back here in San Diego, and now it's Jake Burger to hit.
Jake Burger.
That one ran inside, almost got him.
2-1 the count now. He hasn't seen a fastball yet, but you've got to be ready to hit one because you doubt the pitcher wants this to go to a 3-1 count.
Fought off foul. So now 3-2. Fans another, and that's 3 straight strikeouts. And here's the catcher, Jonah Heim. 1 down, base is empty. That misses, and the count is 3-1. Swing and a miss, and he was fooled.
Full count.
Outside, and that is ball 4. And stepping in is the speedy Sam Haggerty. And there's a foul ball. Man at first, one away. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. Now 5 strikeouts for him on the mound. So 2 down now, and here is Adolis Garcia. Bunting for a hit, and foul ball. Got him. So he picks up his 6th strikeout of the ball game. And we're back, ready to go for the last half of the inning. It's Xander Bogaerts now. And that's fouled off.
Good zip on that fastball at the bottom of the zone. If he's there all day, it's going to be a tough one for the hitters.
Swing and a miss. The velocity blasted it right past him. Here's the second baseman, Jake Cronenworth. Slings to first. Already 2 out here in the home half of inning number 2. Trenton Brooks, the next up for the Padres. Outside low, and it's 2-1.
2 balls, 1 strike.
That one
3
missed.
balls, 1 strike.
Clearly he didn't come out of his hand the right way. Left that curveball way up.
And a swing and a miss.
3-2.
Smith brings it in, and the inning is over. New inning getting started. Here is Marcus Semien. Swing and a miss. Curveball in the dirt. In time. And a drop third strike leads to the first out. So the Rangers batting order turns over. Josh Smith stepping in for the Rangers. 1 down, base is empty.
Love how vocal the umpire is today. No doubt in the hitter's mind, catcher's mind, and even the pitcher's mind as to the conviction in the call.
Comes up empty as he chases that one in the dirt. Got him. 2 gone after the strikeout. Here comes Corey Seager.
Just not a good pitch to swing at. One reason he's an everyday player is he usually lays off of that junk.
Well, Chris, through the early stages, he hasn't been very efficient in terms of the pitch count. He's going to need to get some quick outs if he's going to get deeper into this game. Swing and a miss. That one in the dirt. And it's in time for the 3rd out, so that'll end the inning. Bottom of the inning, stepping in for San Diego, Brandon Lockridge.
That's ball 2. 2-1.
Check swing, and he went. 2 balls, 2 strikes.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
Swing and a miss. Struck him out. And he's registered 3 Ks in this one. Martin Maldonado up to hit. High in the air, out to right. Garcia puts it away for the out. And there are 2 outs. Back to the top of the lineup. Fernando Tatis Jr. to hit here. Next offering is in for a strike. And a swing and a miss. And that's that. And welcome back to the ballpark. Here's the center fielder, Wyatt Langford. Swings and misses. And it's 1-2.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
And that skips into dirt. Strike 3. And now 6 strikeouts in a row. And now Josh Young. 4th inning underway, no score. Swing and a miss.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Up and in, 2-2. And there's the ball.
3-2.
Another one, and that makes it 7 consecutive strikeouts. And now the first baseman, Jake Berger. And a curve is down and in. It's off his shoulder, eats him up.
Well, that was one of those high percentage advantage counts where batting averages are just so much higher. There was nothing cheap about the way he got that one through the infield. That was ripped. Caught out in front and didn't get under it like he would have liked, but definitely put a good swing on it.
1 strike.
2 outs. Not even close there. Now 3-1. Swings through that.
3-2, 2 out, runner on first. A lot of movement in the infield. Hitter's got to stay focused on the pitch.
Hard hit left side. And he has thrown 4 shutout innings. Back here at Petco Park. Bottom 4. So digging in now for San Diego, Luis Arias. That misses the zone, and it's 2-1.
You know, these Padres just lacking discipline at the plate in this ballgame. So many of their outs have come from weak contact on pitches they're chasing outside of the strike zone. You can't do much of anything with those locations, and that's been true again today.
And 1 gone to the 4th as they get the leadoff man.
Well, he's doing a nice job of keeping the ball out of the air, lets the defense work behind him with another ground ball. Good execution.
That one ripped. Langford hauls it in, and there's 2 away.
And as a pitcher, when the hitters are swinging at everything, you feel no need to challenge inside the zone. You just keep working the corners and expanding that strike zone and beyond, and they just keep eating right out of your hand.
Next pitch is outside. That one missed. Cut on and miss. Struck him out. And good work there as he gets a 1-2-3. Ready now for the 5th inning. Now it's the DH, Sam Haggerty. Jeremiah Estrada gets the call from the pen.
Still pretty early in the ball game, so this bullpen has some work ahead of them. Best case scenario might be if he can come in here and get several quick outs, kind of bridge the gap that starter left for him.
And that's in the dirt. Way out front for strike 2.
2-2 count.
Struck him out without a swing. That was pretty nasty. Now, Adolis Garcia. 1 out, bases empty. Late with the swing there.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Strike 3, and that's 2 in a row. Now it's Marcus Semien. And a swing and a miss. There's that slider.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Swing and a miss for the strikeout. And he strikes out the side in the 5th. We head to the bottom of the 5th. Stepping in for San Diego, Xander Bogaerts. Next one misses, and it's 2-1.
You know, these Padres just aren't putting together very many good at-bats in this one. Just 1 base runner to this point, and it's not exactly early anymore. They've got players in this lineup capable of sparking something, but it just hasn't happened for them yet.
Corrals it. 1 away. Now it's the second baseman, Jake Cronenworth. 1 down, base is empty.
Nope, outside.
Right through there for a strike.
Goodness, I think he just took the best pitch he's going to see in this at-bat. You don't get many like that in that location. I don't know if you take that pitch against any pitcher out there on the mound.
Outside, and that is ball 4.
His ability to draw walks has been something that's been part of his career since day 1.
1 down. And here is Trenton Brooks. 1 away, tie game, go-ahead run, stands at first. Last half of inning number 5.
Way to lay off that pitch down.
2 strikes.
Got him looking. And that's 6 Ks for him in this one. Next for the Padres, Brandon Lockridge. Late that time, and it's strike 2.
I think he was sitting off speed
2
there.
strikes.
Swing and a miss, struck him out. And we're back, all set for the top of the 6th. Leading off, Josh Smith. Way inside.
Ball, that's off the plate.
Make it 4 strikeouts in a row, just cruising along. Seager stands in down. One down, base is empty. And now 1 and 2.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Another one. That's 5 straight strikeouts. And now the center fielder, Wyatt Langford. Two down, nobody on. And it's strike 2.
They'll try to bunt for a hit right there, and you can tell he's trying to get something in.
Got him swinging. And he strikes out the side for the 2nd time today. Well, we go bottom 6. So digging in now for San Diego, Martin Maldonado. Check swing, but he went too far. And it's 1 and 2.
2 strikes.
And a swing and a miss. And there's one down.
Now batting, the right fielder.
So with one down, it'll bring up Fernando Tatis Jr. Lifted in the air, out to left. Drops into the glove. And there are two down. Next to hit, Luis Arias. They say he went. Two down, nobody on. Here in the bottom of the sixth.
2 strikes.
Fouls it off, still 1-2. And he couldn't hold back. He's rung up on strikes. Back here in San Diego, here's the third baseman, Josh Young.
Josh Young.
Ball to strike. Just missed.
Now you get to this part of the order. Yeah, there's some pop there, but more likely there's some base hits. So very important to be
Inside, ball
patient.
3.
Let the pitcher walk you if he will.
That one misses. So a leadoff walk.
That could jumpstart an offense that's really struggled to score in this one. Don't want to wake a team up with the free pass.
Go ahead run on base. Jake Berger now at the plate. Runner on the go. Hung up in a rundown
1
now.
ball, 2 strikes.
And they tag him out. One down, base is empty. That one to first, Arias. Steps on first for the out.
Well, there's a lot riding on that at bat right there. Nice job of the pitcher to bear down, make the pitch, get the ground ball. Excellent piece of work.
A little out front there as he swings through it.
Didn't recognize
1 ball,
off speed.
2
Thought it was
strikes.
fastball. A little bit out in front.
Good eye right there.
Well, it's a good pitch there. Really had some run and finished a little up and in just on the edge. And that's one of those, if you swing at it, you had a broken bat as you jog back to the dugout.
Swing and a high fly ball right field. And he makes the catch. And that is that. And welcome back to the ballpark. Set for the last half of the seventh. Stepping in for San Diego, Manny Machado. The 1-1. And a foul ball. Cuts and misses. It's a strikeout. Gavin Sheets, the next up for the Padres. Swing and a miss, and he got him to chase.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
And ring him up, says Carl Dixon. That's a strikeout. Here's Bogarts now. Two outs. Swing and a miss. Now 1-2.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
And downstairs. That's down and in.
3-2.
And that's ruled a swing. It's a strikeout. We go to the eighth, and now the DH, Sam Haggerty.
Sam Haggerty.
Swings and misses. Gonna count 1-2.
2 strikes.
Chases in the dirt, slider there. Beats him for the first out, and that completes the strikeout. And now here is Adolis Garcia. All tied up, and we're in the top of the eighth. The 1-1. Fouled off. He was late.
Really great change of speeds. He goes off the off speed to the fastball, and the hitter doesn't know what's coming next.
Swing and a miss. Struck him out on a splitter. Marcus Semien stepping in for the Rangers. And he bunts, but that's a foul ball. The 1-2. Swing and a miss, and he chases that one in the dirt. Maldonado gathers, throws to first.
He made it look easy, but I can tell you that was not a favorable matchup.
Next up for Texas, Josh Smith. Two gone. The possible go-ahead run at first. So they bring on their closer in the 8th, Robert Suarez.
If you're a base runner, you've got to stay dialed in here. Look for anything in the dirt. Try your best to get into scoring position.
And that gets the inside corner for a strike. Swing and a miss, and that is that. Back here at Petco Park, bottom of the 8th. Here's the second baseman, Jake Cronenworth.
Well, on paper, it's favorable to have a fairly quick inning here with 2 of the 3 hitters he's set to face batting from the left side, same side he throws from.
Swings through it, and that's a strikeout. Trenton Brooks will hit next. One down, base is empty. Swings through the sweeper.
Gonna really need to hang in there with that front side against this left-handed breaking ball.
Swing and a miss. Struck him out. And he's up to 7 strikeouts. Brandon Lockridge, the next up for the Padres. Garcia really on his horse for this one. He's got it, and that'll end the inning. And we're back. We go to the 9th. Here's Corey Seager. That one finds the zone. That is strike 2. I've gotten to call some incredible NLDS games here at Petco Park between the Padres and their fierce rivals, the LA Dodgers. NLDS game 4 here in 22. And a swing and a miss. And a strikeout for the first out here in the 9th. Wyatt Langford stepping in for the Rangers.
You know, the best way to forget about the pain is inflicting some pain, and working your way around the bases and touching home plate is a way to stick it to that other team.
Next to bat, the Texas cleanup hitter. Here goes the runner. Back to first, and he's safe. Swings and misses. And the count is even 2-2. Swing and a miss. And he's down on strikes. That K is his 3rd of the game. And here's the first baseman, Jake Berger. Runner on the move. Swing and a miss. Go to second. Out there. And that ends the inning. So bottom of the 9th. So digging in now for San Diego, Martin Maldonado. The lefty ready, and a 1-1. On the ground, out to short. Seager fires over to first. And they get the leadoff man in the ninth. Now it's Fernando Tatis Jr. Bases empty, one away here in the last half of inning number 9. Fouled off again, and it remains 3-2.
Now pitching for number 67.
Oh, can't pick it up cleanly. Gets off a throw. Save. It was never going to be easy after the missed play. Here in the bottom of the 9th, 1 out. Next for the Padres, Luis Arias. Check swing, and he went 3-2 now.
3-2.
Ball 4, he walked in, and that keeps things going.
Well, a breaking ball in that 3-2 count kind of tells you that that's the pitch he has the most confidence in right now. Just couldn't find the strike zone.
And Manny gets a piece. Makes the grab, 2 down. Gavin Sheets, the next up for the Padres.
A little surprised we don't see a pinch hitter here with the lefty-lefty matchup.
Swing and a ball lifted in the air. Shallow right field. And that is the inning.
Now running at second base, number 55.
Back here in San Diego, on to extra innings. And now the first baseman, Jake Berger. Now a step off, and he's caught between the bases. To second, and that's not it. Swing and a miss.
This guy's sink has so much drop in it. It's almost like a split finger fastball. Instead of just weak contact and balls on the ground, he gets swings and misses.
Man at second. Swing and a miss at 100. No chance. Here's the catcher to hit, Jonah Heim.
Well, first base open. Really no reason to pitch to this hitter.
Uh-oh, and he broke early for third.
He's in there.
One now. With the go-ahead run at third, here in the top half of the 10th. Got him! He picks up his 5th strikeout on the hill. Next is the DH, a switch hitter, Sam Haggerty. On the ground, right side. Arise, steps on the bag. Rangers go down in order.
Switching defensively for the Rangers. Now playing third base, number 32, Evan Carter.
Swing and a miss. 2 balls, 2 strikes to count. And that bunted towards third. And that bunt goes foul. It's a strikeout. Now here is Jake Cronenworth.
You know, this is kind of a tough matchup as a left-handed hitter facing a left-handed pitcher. And what you tell yourself is I want to stay square to the plate, try to hit the ball over the shortstop's head.
No trouble here. Puts it away for the out. Out number 2. And next is the designated hitter, Trenton Brooks.
Oh, how he'd love to walk it off right here.
The winning run on second base. Up the middle. And a base hit. Headed for the plate. Here comes the throw. Save. Ball game. They walk it off.
You know, he had to feel the pressure. Winning run on second base. Found a way to make solid contact, and the winning run comes across to score. Everyone going crazy. Exciting finish to this game today.
And a 1-0 final score here in this one. A 1-run extra inning win for Chris Singleton and our entire crew. I'm John Shabby saying so long.
I ran out of poppers. To be nosy, I'ma knock his nose off.
Welcome in, baseball fans, and here in New York, interleague baseball on MLB the Show. It's the San Diego Padres taking on the New York Yankees. First pitch coming your way next. Just about ready to go. And on the mound now, Max Fried. And Singy, he's one of the most dominant arms in all of baseball.
Well, there are going to be a lot of balls in play because of the ground ball rate. Important that the defense stays engaged in the game. I think it's critical. Tempo is there. If you work quickly, it helps the fielders behind you to stay engaged, to make those plays, and help you get through the innings.
Struck him out looking. That was pretty nasty. Luis Ariz stands in. Check swing. He went too far, and it's a strike. In the dirt. Wells collects, fires to first. In time for the second out. Good job to clean it up after the drop third strike. Manny Machado up to the plate. That one lifted to left. and that'll do it. Back at Yankee Stadium, and on the hill in this one
on his opponents.
We go to the bottom of the first, and stepping in for the Yankees, Trent Grisham.
Strike.
Swings through that one. It's a strikeout. Now it's Aaron Judge up to the plate.
Going, yeah, we in go mode.
The 1-1 is fouled off. 1 out, bases empty. Strike 3, and that's 2 in a row.
Batting third.
And up to the plate comes Cody Bellinger.
Bellinger.
Looks really sharp at the start of this one. This is how it's going to be today. It's going to be a tough one for this lineup.
That's a base hit, and that keeps the inning going.
Well, that'll make you feel good as a hitter right there. That pretty much split the zone down the middle, and those are the ones where you got to make them pay.
And now it's Giancarlo Stanton. Oh, that fastball drilled him. First and second, 2 outs. Here is Goldschmidt. Fastball for a strike. Fights that one away, still 1-2.
Definitely got the hitter conscious of the pitch inside. Really think the outer half is open.
So Goldie strikes out here. Back for more from the Bronx at the plate. Gavin Sheets.
Gavin Sheets.
And 1-2.
I think he was sitting off speed there.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
And he couldn't hold back. He's rung up on strikes. Now here's Xander Bogaerts now. Check swing, and he went. And the count 1-2.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Swing and a pop-up. Bellinger and a full sprint. Puts it away for the out.
Just pulled off of it a little bit right there. That front shoulder coming open instead of staying closed. If he does that, he's going to be able to go up the middle the other way with some authority instead of a fly out to left.
Check swing. Did he go? Yes, he did. Battling here as he fouls it away. Swing and a miss, and he got him. He's notched 4 strikeouts now. Back here in New York, Jazz Chisholm Jr. now. It's interesting, he plays kind of a power spot defensively, but runs pretty well. So when you're looking at that position, you're not expecting someone that has maybe above average speed, but he does. Close one, doesn't get the call. And now 3-1.
And I think that skill set really upgrades the position, because when you have that kind of speed, it makes the whole team that much better.
Swing and a miss, and it's a full count now. What about him playing another position on defense, one that would require a little more range?
Absolutely. And I think if push came to shove where they had to make a move during a game, it'd surprise a lot of people. You might even be able to put him in center field.
Now it's the shortstop, Anthony Volpe. Ball 4, tried another curve but couldn't locate it.
Pretty easy walk right there. Last pitch wasn't even much to think about.
Runner on at first with 1 gone. Here's the Yankees catcher now, Austin Wells. And that's downstairs. Now 2 balls and a strike. Got the bat going too soon. It's strike 2.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
Got him. Now 5 strikeouts for him on the mound. Here's DJ LeMahieu. Swings through that one.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Next pitch is outside.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
Swings and misses, struck him out. Back at Yankee Stadium, now it's the rookie DH, Trenton Brooks. The wind of the pitch. Strike 2.
Gonna really need to hang in there with that front side against this left-handed breaking ball.
And down on strikes. He picks up his 5th strikeout on the hill. Stepping in for San Diego, Brandon Lockridge. Swings through that one out in front that time.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Fans another, and that's 3 straight strikeouts. Martin Maldonado up to hit. They say you win. Top of the 3rd, no score. Swing at a ball lifted to center field. Grisham is there, makes the catch. Back now in the Bronx. Now here's Trent Grisham. Up and in. Now 2 balls and a strike. Late on that fastball.
I would throw him another breaking ball. Try to go again with the fastball, slightly elevated. He just is having a hard time catching up.
And a swing and a miss. Beat him with a fastball. Aaron Judge at the plate. He's a guy who does it all. With the lack of contact in today's game, this guy hits for contact, so he delivers average, but there's on base and slugging too. 1 down, base is empty. Inside, just missed.
Early in the count, you have to be real careful because of that power, but then if this hitter gets a strike or 2 on him, he's still very comfortable. And because he has the ability to get the barrel to the baseball, he's a threat deep into the count as well.
Swing and a miss as he was out front that time. Making 4 strikeouts in a row, just cruising along. Here's Cody Bellinger.
Cody Bellinger.
You could encounter the great,
So now 1-2.
Clearly he was sitting on a fastball right there and just ended up out in front of the slider. Hey, you can't fault him for his commitment.
Another one. That's 5 straight strikeouts. On to the 4th, and the batter will be Fernando Tatis Jr.
You know, these Padres, as this game goes on, have to be more disciplined at the plate. So many of their outs have come from weak contact on pitches they're chasing outside of the strike zone. You can't do much of anything with those locations, and that's been true again today.
And down on strikes he goes. Picks up strikeout number 7. Luis Arias getting ready to hit.
And as a pitcher, when the hitters are swinging at everything, you feel no need to challenge inside the zone. You just keep working the corners and expanding that strike zone and beyond, and they just keep eating right out of your hand.
One down, base is empty. And a swing and a miss there.
This guy's got such a good sinker. As a hitter, you've got to look up in the zone. If you look down, you're going to be chasing stuff in the dirt.
Maximus notches the K. Here's Manny Machado now. Singing, he's a guy that covers both sides of the plate about as well as anyone in the sport. How difficult is that to do?
Well, just look at the back of my bubblegum card. You'll see how hard it is. These guys are great, man. They have the ability to look out there, but also to be able to turn on the inside pitch. Those that can really sharpen things on the outer half, those are the ones that become elite.
Swings and misses. And he strikes out the side for the second time today. Bottom of the 4th, here's Stanton now. Singing 4 homers in 22 games at Old Yankee Stadium. What do you remember?
Well, I remember my rookie year hitting 2 in one game, and before that game in the clubhouse, there was a gentleman there who owned a suit company there in downtown Manhattan, and he said to me, "Hey kid, you hit a home run in the game tonight. Come over to the store tomorrow and I'll give you a free suit."
Paul Goldschmidt now. All tied up. We're here in the bottom of the 4th. Swing and a miss.
So I went into the game. I happened to hit 2 when I walked into the store the next day, and he looked at me and said, "You're trying to put me out of business, aren't you?" And that was a great experience that I had as a rookie playing against the Yankees, playing in New York.
Jazz Chisholm Jr. digs in now. 2 outs, base is empty. So did Super Joe give you 2 suits?
Super Joe hooked me up with 2 suits.
Swings through it for the K. He's now struck out 8 in a row. Back in the Bronx, all set for the start of the inning. Here's the cleanup hitter for the Padres, Gavin Sheets. Popped in the air, left field. Bellinger makes the catch, and there's 1 gone. Here's Xander Bogaerts.
The bat, number 2. Now pitching for the New York Yankees.
The Padres hitless so far in the game. Inside, and it hit him. Now here's Jake Cronenworth.
Second baseman, Jake.
Bellinger hauls it in for the out. And there's 2 down. Next is the designated hitter, Trenton Brooks. Bunting, and he pops it up, and they put the tag on him for the out. ready to go for the last half of the inning. And stepping in for the Yankees, Anthony Volpe. Swing and a miss as he was out front.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Got him! And that's 9 in a row. And up next for New York, Austin Wells. Base is empty, 1 away. Last half of inning number 5. Check swing, no appeal.
That's ball 3. 3 balls, 1 strike.
That's ball 4. Tried another fastball, but missed the spot.
Well, he tried to nibble right there and just missed his spot. Hitter didn't offer at it. Now he has somebody to worry about over at first.
That's a strike. Wells leads off first with 1 away. Way outside, straight to the backstop. And the runner stays where he is. Got him. And he adds another strikeout to the pile. 14 now. Now it's Trent Grisham to the plate. Way inside, gets out of the way.
Straighten him up a little bit.
1 strike.
So now 2 on and 2 outs.
Maybe a little loss of focus on the mound right there. Pretty much gifted in first base with a quick free pass.
And now big number 99, Aaron Judge. And now 1 and 2.
He's pitching well, but not throwing a ton of first pitch strikes. Usually doesn't work out for success, but you can never predict baseball.
Here's a 2-2. Down on strikes, looking for the 2nd straight plate appearance. Back in New York, top 6. So digging in now for San Diego, Brandon Lockridge. Swing and a miss and a slider.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Foul ball still, a 1 and 2 count. Up and in, look out. Spoils that one, and it remains 2 and 2. And there's a ball. It's a leadoff walk, and that's the go-ahead run.
Now that's a really dangerous base runner to put on first, especially in a tie game. Now there might be some consequences coming from that mistake.
The 1-1. Drops a bunt down the first base side. He is safe. And that's an out on the sacrifice.
There was a time where that sac bunt was just ho-hum, very basic, but is increasingly difficult as it's become to get bunts down in the big leagues. Nice job right there.
And a 1-1. That one missed.
As a pitcher, you know the runner on second is ready to push things with his speed. A base hit's probably going to be a big run, so you really have to execute on the mound.
Swing and a miss, and he is down on strikes for the 3rd straight at bat. So the go-ahead run in scoring position. Now the number 2 hitter, Luis Arias. That one the other way. So 2 outs with runners on the corners. Manny Machado, the next to hit, with the go-ahead run at 3rd, and we're the top half of the 6th.
Tough spot right here. A couple runners on. 2-ball count. You can't nibble, but you have to execute and finish your pitch. If you leave something out over the plate, it's going to bring in some runs.
Fights it off. He'll see another. a swing and a miss. Huge strikeout there. Bottom of the 6th. Bellinger up to hit. Bellinger is an interesting example when you talk about scouting. Out of the bullpen for the Padres, Jason Adam.
And we all know about his slider. It's just filthy, man. And one of the better ones in the game, I'd say. Spin rate's very high, and it just breaks a ton.
Swing and a miss. Chased it out of the zone.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Swings and misses. And 1 out now. Giancarlo Stanton to the plate now. And that is downstairs. And that's ball 2. And there's a strike to Giancarlo Stanton. Down to the dirt, swing and a miss. And it beats him for out number 2. That's a strikeout. And Paul Goldschmidt will come up to hit. 2 down, nobody on. Here in the bottom of the 6th. Outside low. And the count 2-1. Next offering is fouled back. That one not close. And it's 3-2. And that's ball 4.
Well, a great back and forth in that at bat. He had to lay off some really close pitches, and somehow Boogie found a way to keep the bat on his shoulder right there. I'll tell you right now, I couldn't have done it.
2 outs. Swing and a miss. And that's strike 2.
Ball,
Good pitch right there. Tied him up on the hands. If I'm out there on the bump, I'm going right back in there.
He goes down looking. We go to the top of the 7th. Now the left fielder, Gavin Sheets. Swing and a miss, and now 2-2. Got him swinging. And here is Xander Bogaerts. The Padres yet to pick up a hit here. Out in front and foul to the left side. The shortstop takes the ball. Still 2-2 after the foul ball.
Count full.
Fouls that off to the left, and we'll do it again. Here's a line drive, and that's going to end the no-hitter. It's a base hit. So he battled through a long at-bat and earned himself a hit.
Well, there goes the dream of the no-hitter. Didn't try to do too much with it, just a really controlled, simple swing. We don't see a whole lot of that these days with hitters trying to launch and hit home runs, but sometimes you got to shorten up.
They don't come much closer than that. Bang, bang, play to end the inning. Here at New Yankee Stadium in the Bronx. And here is Anthony Volpe. Swings through that.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Swing and a miss, and he struck him out. Make it 4 strikeouts for him on the bump today. Austin Wells stepping in now for the Yankees. Swing and a miss. And the count 1-2.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Swing and a miss. Struck him out. Now 2 out. Now it's LeMahieu up to hit. All tied up here at the bottom of the 7th. And a swing and a miss.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Goes down swinging for the strikeout. And he strikes out the side of the 7th. And welcome back to the ballpark. Ready to begin the 8th. Now it's the DH, Trenton Brooks. And fouled off. Fouls it off, still 1-2. Gets a piece and stays alive. Stays alive. And it's fouled off. They'll do it again.
Oh, having such a tough time putting him away. 6 foul balls. And
swing and a miss. Struck him out. Brandon Lockridge, the next up for the Padres.
Trying to keep good speed off the bases.
A swing and a miss as he chases way out of the zone. And he chases that one. And now 2 gone. Martin Maldonado, the next up for the Padres. 2 down, nobody on. And we're in the top of the 8th. Went too far that time. It's 1-2. Got him swinging for the strikeout. And he strikes out the side here in the 8th. Back in the Bronx. So the batter now will be Trent Grisham. Swing and a miss as he was late that time.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
And a swing and a miss. Make it 7 strikeouts for him. Here comes Aaron Judge.
He's a big, strong guy. Can untie this game with 1 swing.
Yeah, we in go mode. Going. Yeah, we in go mode.
1 down, base is empty. That misses, and the count 2-1. Swings and misses at the sweeper.
He's had a tough day at the plate. 3 strikeouts already. It's hard not to think negative, but you got to find a way to somehow center up the baseball and put it in play.
That's inside, and a full count now. Swing and a miss. That one in the dirt. Up with it. Fires to first. And there's 2 gone following the strikeout. And here comes Bellinger.
Such a good hitter, good player, but when he's in strikeout mode, they can just pile up pretty quickly.
You could encounter the great, so you could get shipped and counter the weight, but you counterfeit. I counted your face, led you astray. No worse way.
The flip to the pitcher covering. Bang, bang play, and the inning is over. And we're back. New inning getting started. Fernando Tatis Jr. to hit here. The count 2-1.
It's good speed at the top of the order here. You want to get it on, see if you can get a stolen base, maybe get around the bases and pick up a run. And he's a guy that will certainly think about stealing a bag or two. Not the kind of speed you want to put on base in a tie game.
And here's the first baseman, Luis Arias.
Leadoff man is on. You got to be looking for the bunt here. Trying to get him into scoring position.
That pitch in for a strike, and the count's full.
With 2 strikes, may see some movement over there at first base, trying to stay out of the double play right here.
Got him! And a strikeout for the first out here in the ninth. Here's Manny Machado.
Well, with pretty good speed over there at first base, I think the pitcher's got to slow everything down. Hold the ball a little bit, step off, just try to break the rhythm and timing of a potential base stealer.
That misses the zone. 2-2. One away. Tie game. Go ahead run stands at first. That's off the mark. Counts full, 3-2.
At this point in the game, you cannot issue free passes. He's going to have to challenge this hitter. Hitter's got to be ready to swing it.
And he walked him. And with 2 outs, the go-ahead run is at second base. And next will be the cleanup hitter, Gavin Sheets.
Well, all eyes on the double play ball in this spot. No better way to get out of this inning.
Swings and misses. 1-2. Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again. 1 out. The go-ahead run is at second. That one 95 to finish him off. And a dangerous hitter coming up to hit in Xander Bogaerts. In the dirt, blocked. Well done behind the dish. With the go-ahead run standing at second here at the top of the ninth.
Oh, that sets up a really big at-bat in this game. These are the moments when everyone in the stadium gets really locked in.
Jake Cronenworth will hit next. 2 outs. Pitch gets away. But no advance from the runners. And that is out of play. Deep breath, he's ready, and he fires. Goes down looking. Back for more from the Bronx. And now the DH, Giancarlo Stanton. This guy's got good power. With one swing, he can win it for him. And that skips in the dirt. That one misses, and that's ball 3. Misses the zone, and he gets him to chase.
Well, he just threw that fastball by him, elevated, and if you're not looking up in that location, very difficult to catch up to, especially with that velocity. What a battle. It's not always easy laying off a 3-2 pitch, and I tell you what, he earned that walk.
Swing and a miss. And it's 1-2.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
On the inside corner for called strike 3. And next for New York, Jazz Chisholm Jr. And look out, as that one ran in and got him. Anthony Volpe stepping in now for the Yankees. 2 on, 1 out. Swings through the fastball up in the zone.
Well, if he's going to do something special right here, it's going to have to happen with 2 strikes.
Hacks and misses. It's a strikeout. Here's the catcher, Austin Wells.
It's a good spot to be in. With runners on first and second, you know the pitcher's going to come after you.
Runners on the move. In the dirt. Throw to third. Too late. Save. Double steal. And the runners will move up. Trying to send this to extra innings. Gets under it and pops it up. And that bunt goes foul. It's a strikeout. Man at second. And a sac bunt here. Whips it to first on the run. And very nicely done for the out.
Playing a little small ball right there. Now they've got a runner on third with less than 2 outs. A lot of different ways to get him home. Nicely done right there.
With the go-ahead run at third, here in extra innings. Swings and misses. And a count 1-2. Swing and a miss, struck him out, and he's registered 3 Ks in this one. So digging in, Martin Maldonado.
And this is a big opportunity for him to pick up his teammate right here.
Swings and misses. And a count 1-2. And that one is inside. 2 down, go-ahead run at scoring position. And a swing and a miss, down on strikes, and it's a 3-up, 3-down inning. Back here in New York, we're in extras here. DJ LeMahieu to start things off. So the closer summoned from the bullpen, Robert Suarez. That's too low. 2-1.
We got 2 balls, 1 strike.
And a strike right through there. That one at triple digits.
Cold night like tonight, last thing you want to do as a hitter is get jammed or
Cuts and misses. It's a strikeout. Trent Grisham stepping in now for the Yankees.
Listen, there's absolutely no reason to pitch to this guy right here. You nibble, you see if he'll expand his zone, but don't give him anything to hit. If you walk him, not a big deal. You have a double play opportunity set up.
1 away, the winning run at second. And a swing and a miss. Coming out of the bullpen and throwing beatings. Here is Aaron Judge. And there's no doubt that they'll feed off the energy from this crowd, right?
I mean, yeah, I'd say the intensity level has gone up a few notches for sure.
And a strike in there. Ripped to short. Bogarts with the throw to first. Judge out on the play. And it's a 1-2-3 inning. Judge waits. Not close with that one. And it's 2-1. Yeah, big swing and a miss.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
Swings and misses. Struck him out. Throws it away. Rounds third, headed for the plate. One down, runner at third. Now it's going to be Luis Arias. Swings through that one for strike 2.
In the infield at the corners, don't be surprised to see them come home first and prevent that run from scoring.
Line drive, and it's just foul. That was close. Here's a 1-2. And there's a ball. Got him! And he's gone for the 4th time tonight. Manny Machado to the dish for a pivotal at bat. And that one almost got him.
Yep, that ball went out.
Good pitchers make pitches in big situations, and right here with a middle of the order hitter up, runner in scoring position, he's got to find a way to.
On the ground to third. Over to Goldie. They limit the damage here. Back at Yankee Stadium, all set for the bottom of the 11th. Here comes Cody Bellinger. That's inside. In the dirt, but kept close. Down to second, but he dances back in safely. Ball 4, he walked in, and that'll keep the line moving.
Well, he took his chance at getting in the chase right there, but with first base open, walk not a bad thing. He set up a double play opportunity if he can induce a ground ball.
Oh, that plunked him. And that's now twice he's been hitting this one. Bases loaded, nobody out. Here's Paul Goldschmidt. So the Padres with a new arm in the mound, Sean Reynolds.
Well, no margin for error in terms of throwing strikes with the bases loaded. Just has to execute one pitch at a time to try to get out of this.
On the ground to third. He fires home for 1. But no throw to first as he'll hold on to it. Now Jazz Chisholm Jr. steps up for a big at bat. And all 3 runners on the move here. Picks it up with a bare hand. In comes the winning run, and the Yankees win it on a walk-off squeeze. Wow!
Well, a gutsy call from the bench. You've got to have a lot of confidence in the ability to handle the bat by that guy standing at the box. Well, he got it done, put the ball on the ground. That's all you're looking for.
1-0 the final for Chris Singleton and our entire outstanding crew here at MLB The Show. I'm John Sciambi. Thanks for joining us. And welcome into the ballpark. Happy to have you with us. Major League Baseball on tap. It's the St. Louis Cardinals and the Washington Nationals. Joined by my partner, Chris Singleton, I'm John Sciambi. Well, Singy, when you consider the top hitters' ballparks in the sport, this has got to be one of them.
I'll say this. Pitchers have to stay with their game. They can't look over their shoulder and think, I have to be fine and perfect on every pitch. Continue to pitch to your strengths, and you'll come out of here with a good outing.
All right, we'll be back to get this one started after this. All right, first pitch coming up. And today's starting pitcher, Mackenzie Gore.
Boog, you don't always know what to expect with this guy on the mound. There are times he's really good, but that's not always the case. For me, I want to see how aggressive he's going to be out there. We'll see it right away if he's pitching with confidence. And if he is, he should be just fine.
Ready to go now. And stepping in for the Cardinals, Mason Wynn. Outside low. And we are underway.
No strike.
Swing and a ball lifted left field. Wood makes the catch. One down. Here's the Cardinals lineup now. Now with their ace on the mound today, they're just looking to provide him a little bit of run support, and they'll see what they can do for him.
Boog, you have to be really careful when you've got a guy like this on the mound for you to not become a spectator. You know that he doesn't give up a whole lot, but sometimes guys get a little too comfortable and don't have an urgency to score runs. You have to make sure you put him in a situation where he can get the W, but also you guys can cruise to the finish line and not have to worry about a comeback in the end.
Next offering is in for a strike.
Looked pretty good as far as being in the strike zone, but I'm sure as a hitter, not too good with where it was located. Very top of the strike zone, middle away.
Fastball for a strike. One down, base is empty. Foul ball left side. He'll see another.
I wouldn't throw him another breaking ball. Try to go again with the fastball, slightly elevated. He just is having a hard time catching up.
That misses. And now 2 balls and 2 strikes. 1 out, base is empty.
That wasn't an easy pitch to hit. It's much easier to do damage against mistakes, but that's not what that pitch was.
Fastball is outside.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
Got him. They didn't make it easy for him on the mound, but they still get the strikeout.
Really good battle right there. And that final pitch probably could have gone either way. He was hoping he'd get ball 4. Instead, the umpire rings him up for the backwards K.
Here's Contreras now. That misses, and it's 1-0. Gore, 26 years old, a former first-round pick back in 2017. High fly ball out towards left field. And a foul ball. Here's a 1-1. That to right. Cruz on his way over. And that is that. No score as we head to the bottom of the first. Back in Washington, D.C., and today on the hill, Sonny Gregg. Always a treat to watch one of the best starters in the sport, Singy.
Well, I'm interested to see how he utilizes his sinker to this lineup, Boog. You know, it's not necessarily his go-to primary pitch, but he does mix it in when he needs it. He's just got to make sure that it's not flat. Otherwise, it's going to get hit hard. So look for him to throw it up there when he needs a big double play, a ground ball, something like that to get out of an inning, change it up for a hitter. Also, get those hitters looking down so that it opens up the top of the strike zone, especially late in an at-bat.
C.J. Abrams leading things off and takes a strike.
He's been known to jump all over the first pitch, so that seems like a missed opportunity right there.
Hit in the air, left field. Nootbaar hauls it in for the out. Here's Dave Martinez lineup for the Nationals. Singy, we're looking at a young lineup here. Not much experience, but they're going to bring a lot of energy to the field.
Yeah, and that's just it, Boog. We expect this lineup to play hard no matter what. They are an exciting group to watch.
Dylan Cruz digging in for the Nationals. We talk about guys with good speed, and definitely he has it. But pushing the offense aside for just a second, Chris, it's the defensive side that I think the speed factors in the most.
Well, he gets to balls that get by most people at that position. Just really impressive because there are certain times the ball comes off the bat, automatically that team that hit it thinks that they've got a base hit or they may have extra bases, and he just takes it away.
The throw to first. Play is made, 2 out. Here's the left fielder, James Wood. Just missed.
He's great hitting the ball the other way, and that pitch did a good job to straighten him up a bit. Mission accomplished.
And that's in for a strike.
Man, that pitch was dotted. So much talent on display when this guy's out there on the hill.
The other way, and there's a base hit. So a 2-out knock keeps the inning alive.
Well, I'm not saying that play was easy, but it was harder than it needed to be thanks to the bad jump. Those small moments can be costly.
Two outs, runner at first. Nathaniel Lowe digging in for the Nationals. High fly ball out into left center field. Scott makes the grab on the run. So one left for Washington. We played an inning, no score. Back here in Nationals Park, here's Nolan Arenado. Nolan Arenado at the plate. Arenado, guy who delivers big-time power at the dish and will probably go down as one of the greatest defensive third basemen of all time. First offering misses badly for ball 1. Swing and a high fly ball left field. Hauls it in, and there's one away. Now it's the second baseman, Brendan Donovan. Swing and a ball popped up. Abrams. He's got it. And there's 2 away.
Good hard fastball up in the zone right there. They look really good coming in, but so hard to get on top of as a hitter.
Lars Nootbaar getting ready to hit. Swing and a miss. 0-1.
No ball. 1 strike.
2 outs, base is empty. Foul ball, still 0-2. In the air, left field, down the line. Dives, and it gets by. Around first and hustling for second. And it's a double. Their first hit in this one.
Well, he found himself behind in the count right there, but he didn't give in. He got that front foot down, and pitch recognition was on point. Pretty impressive for an 0-2 count. A lot riding on this next at bat now as they look to take the lead at a critical point in this one.
So up next, Jordan Walker. Check swing, appeal to first. And yes, he did. He went around.
Well, they're looking to get on the board first here after that clutch 2-out double made this inning interesting.
Off the mark there. And now it's even 1-1. Meanwhile, activity in the bullpen. Jorge Lopez up and loosening in the pen. On the ground to the left. That's the third out. Welcome, everyone, to Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania and gorgeous PNC Park. We're going to be treated to a gorgeous day for baseball on the show. It's the Milwaukee Brewers going up against the Pittsburgh Pirates. Along with my partner, Chris Singleton, I'm John Shambi. Well, Singy, when you consider the most gorgeous ballparks in the sport, this one right here, PNC in Pittsburgh, one of the best in the game.
And from where we sit, just a gorgeous view of downtown. You've got the bridges, the Allegheny River. In fact, we've seen some hitters hit the ball into that river, and perhaps we'll see that today.
First pitch coming your way next. All right, just about set to go. And on the mound for the Pirates, Paul Skeens.
Great sinker. Although it's not his primary pitch, it's really a pitch that he can go to. Misses the barrel of the bat, gets ground balls, and lets the defense work behind him.
And now it's going to be Jackson Chourio.
The right fielder, Jackson Chourio.
Just off the outside edge. And away we go this afternoon.
Just missing off the plate there, according to the umpire. And out there on the mound, maybe trying to get an explanation. Can't say he's convinced, but it looks like he's accepted it.
This one in the air. Cook makes the catch. And there's one down. Let's take a look at the Brewers lineup. And it's clear the most important job they have today is getting to the starting pitcher early and often.
No doubt about that. That's the best way to disrupt a game. But can they do it? Certainly something for us to pay attention to in this one, partner.
And now it'll be Christian Yelich, the MVP in 2018, the runner-up in 2019. That's off the mark. 1-0. 1 out, bases empty. Close one, doesn't get the call. 2-0.
Well, triple digits on the gun. I know there are more pitchers that can reach that now than in the past, but it's still impressive to watch.
3-0.
And there's the automatic. That's towards center. Cruz under it. Squeezes it. And there's 2 away. And now it's William Contreras. In the air, right field. Pham hauls it in to end the inning. On to the bottom of the first. No score. Back here at PNC Park, and today's starting pitcher, Freddie Peralta.
4-pitch guy. He's got some options to work with in terms of keeping hitters off balance. So we'll see how he decides to utilize those weapons through this start here, and whether or not he's able to mix them all in early, or if he wants to hold something back a little bit later, maybe second, third time through the order, and give them something they haven't seen. It's tough when you know a guy's got that in his back pocket. As a hitter, you really have to stay on your toes.
Tommy Pham, the leadoff batter, as he looks at ball 1. Peralta, a former All-Star. He features a 4-seam fastball, a slider, a changeup, and he occasionally uses a curve.
1 ball, 1 strike.
Just missed.
2-1.
Check swing. He went too far, and it's a strike. Breaking ball in there. Got him looking. And there's 1 down.
Well, he froze him with the changeup right there, and I think he was so geared up for fastball. Once he recognized that it was off speed, he just wasn't able to make an adjustment. So a really good strikeout, and pitcher just won the battle.
Late swing, foul to the left. Pitch outside low, and that's ball 1.
See if you can go upstairs a little bit. Make sure you miss up and out of the zone since you're heading to count 1-2. Don't miss in the zone, because that's where you get hurt.
And that's outside. And the count now even up.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
Next offering is outside. Three and 2. The pitch is outside. And ball 4. Man at first with 1 gone. O'Neal Cruz, the next Pirate to hit. A swing and a miss, and that's strike 1.
0-1.
Reynolds, the base runner at first with 1 out. Check on the runner, and he's back in there. Late on that fastball.
With 2 strikes, may see some movement over there at first base, trying to stay out of the double play right here.
Man at first, 1 away. Ground ball right side, and he can't come up with it. Still finds a way to get off the throw. The throw won't get there in time, and they can't get the out. First and second, one out. Here's Andrew McCutchen to hit. That one's in there. That's strike one.
At the dish, looking to lift the ball in the air in this spot. Anything but the inning double play, Boog.
In there at the knees, and the count is 0-2. Movement in Milwaukee's bullpen. Yoel Payamps getting loose out there. Koenig getting cranked up as well. Runners at first and second with one gone. Swings through it, and that's a strikeout.
Well, that at bat seemed to be over as soon as it started. 3-pitch strikeout. You've got to be better at the plate right there, at least to foul something off, extend that at bat.
This is Joey Barton. That's a strike. It's 0-1. Ball one there. Strike two, and there's a real chance they get out of this without allowing a run. Got him swinging.
A lot of adrenaline, we can see it right there, and sometimes you just got to let it out. That's an outstanding job of taking that, executing, and getting out of a tough inning.
Back here in Pittsburgh, top of the second, here's the center fielder, Garrett Mitchell.
You know, this guy's great speed is in the back of that pitcher's mind. If he can get on, it's going to give him one more thing he's got to think about.
Schemes back to work. Swing and a miss, and 1-0-2 on the radar gun. Swing and a foul back, and that's out of play. And ball one.
He's great hitting the ball the other way, and that pitch did a good job to straighten him up a bit. Mission accomplished.
And that one moves his feet. Sal Frelick in the on-deck circle, hoping to get a chance to make a big impact here. 3-2. He fouls it off. We'll do it again. Swing and a ground ball up the middle. Throws to first in time. One out in the second. So digging in, Sal Frelick. And a swing and a line drive at a right field. No trouble here. Puts it away for the out. 2 away. Rhys Hoskins to the plate. Foul ball there. High fly ball, and that one curling foul down the right side. Cut on and missed, and it's a strikeout, and that is... From beautiful Fenway Park in Boston, Massachusetts, we've got baseball on the show. It's the Kansas City Royals and the Boston Red Sox. And we'll be back with the first pitch right after this. All right, just about set to go. On the hill here today, Garrett Crochet.
Big time arm power. One thing he struggles with, though, is repeating his delivery. And sometimes you have bigger pitchers trying to sync things up. Not as easy as a more compact pitcher. But if he can get command going, establish it early, and carry it through the ball game, he's going to pitch deep into this one.
All right, ready to get underway. Jonathan Indy at the plate. Swing and a miss. Strike one.
0-1.
Now a pinch hitter coming on for the Royals. Freddie Fermin. He represents the go-ahead run. That one fouled off. That
Ball
just
one.
misses, and that's ball one.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
Oh, that got him.
That hit him.
First batter of the game is hit by the pitch.
Leading off the afternoon for
Now here's Bobby Witt Jr. This guy is one of the best athletes in the sport. And a first pitch fastball is in for a
No
strike.
ball. 1 strike.
Fermin gets his lead at first with nobody out. It's in and out of his glove. Still manages a throw. Bregman for 1 to first, not in time. Great effort there.
Well, that was clearly a double play ball, but the bobble unfortunately prevented him from being able to get 2. But a good job to stay with it and make sure you got at least 1.
Runner on the go. On the ground, right side. Dives, and he can't hang on. Still able to get it there in time. And they come away with an out after a tricky start to the play. And here now, the lineup for the Royals. So the go-ahead run in scoring position. And now it's Salvador Perez to the plate. This one belted deep left field, on its way, gone. He'll take a trot around the bases. It's 2-0. The brighter the lights, the more he shines.
Yeah, this guy lives for big moments, and right there made a statement big time. For a pitcher, the odds are in your favor if you keep that breaking ball down. That time, he got punished for it. Hitter just did a really good job of staying within himself and getting the barrel to the baseball.
So 2 down. Michael Massey now at the plate. That pitch in for a strike. 0-1. Two out, space is empty. In the air, fairly deep to right field. Abreu ranging back. He makes the grab, and that is that. But 2 come across to score in the inning, courtesy of this 2-run homer. And it's 2-zip. It's Major League Baseball, and it's on the show.
You can't stop my shine. I'm just doing me, yeah. I'ma take a pic for them all to see. Catch me on the scene, looking super clean. Tonight we gon' flex. I just gotta check what I spend it on. Got it on my
Back now at Fenway. And towing the slab, Seth Lugo. What do you got on him, Chris?
Well, he comes at hitters with a 5-pitch mix, so for him, it's always interesting to see how he utilizes those weapons. He may lean on 1 or 2 pitches depending on how things are going and how things are working, but if he can control 4 or even 5 of those offerings, look out, hitters. It's going to be a tough day. He's really going to be able to keep those guys off balance.
Jaron Duran leading things off and takes a strike.
Well, after putting up a nice inning on offense, got some runs across, this is where you look for the starter to go out there, have a shutdown inning. Don't give that other team any hope. You just hope that he can get through this inning, get the bats back up there while they're hot.
And that one pulled foul. Gets a piece there. We'll do it again.
That wasn't an easy pitch to hit. It's much easier to do damage against mistakes, but that's not what that pitch was.
That misses the zone. 1-2 the count. cut on and miss, struck him out. And one gone.
Well, that's always the key to effective pitching, is getting ahead in the count. And as a pitcher, it really allows you to start expanding the zone. Hitters become defensive, and all of a sudden that plate starts to get really wide. And what happens is, because of the pressure, you end up committing to a pitch as a batter before you recognize what it is, and that's what leads to the strikeout.
Alex Bregman stands in now and watches strike one. Righty delivers. That one's upstairs, ball one. The 1-1 is fouled off. Fights that one away, still 1-2. One out, base is empty. Out towards left center. Isbell pulls it down, and there's two gone. And let's take a look at the lineup. Trailing by a couple of runs already, and I'm sure they'd like to erase that deficit quickly.
Yeah, you don't want to let this deficit get into your head and you're trying to just make up the difference with one swing and you really don't have the base runners on. You've got to contribute, keep the line moving, and all of a sudden you have a big inning. Everything shifts and you find yourself in the driver's seat.
Rafael Devers in the box now as he leaves that one up high. Misses just off the outside edge. I think that was a strike.
No strike.
Close, but called a ball. And it's 3-0.
And now a little barking back towards the umpire. Clearly thought he got that outside corner on what was a pretty big pitch. Sometimes that only makes it worse for you moving forward, but it can also open up that location in the future if the umpire thinks there's a chance that he missed it.
Top of the zone, and it's called a strike. Hard grounder into the outfield for a knock. Joey gets on base and keeps it going. Now batting Tristan Casas. Devers leads off first with 2 down to the inning. There's a swing and a miss.
He's trying to stay away from this lefty, knowing that a lot of left-handers like the ball down and in.
That's a strikeout. Woody Keller says he won a round. One hit, one left. On to the second from Fenway Park. It's the Royals 2 and the Red Sox nothing. Welcome back, and we've got a new arm on the mound to start the second. Greg Weisser.
Pretty tight game, so they're looking for quality pitches out of him right here. Got to do his best to keep the score right where it is.
Now it's Hunter Renfroe. First offering, and it just misses. Swing and a liner foul off to the right. Swing and a miss.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Good job to fight that one off. Swings through that, and it's a strikeout. And one away. MJ Melendez steps in for the Royals. Pitch misses there, and that is ball 1.
This hitter loves attacking the first pitch, so not giving him something to hit is a good move.
One down, base is empty. Swing and a chopper out to short. Slings it across. Out. 2 up, 2 down in the top of the second.
Batting 8.